Alright, so that didn't work at all. Okay, good. So this is working. That's what we wanted. That's what I wanted to know. So we're gonna do Between the Stars. I don't know what happened entirely. I use OBS, and that's the first time OBS has ever gone, I'm checking out now, bye. Midstream, it just shut off. It was the only thing that turned off. I'll have to look into it. Hopefully, it was just the computer going, I need to kill something, I'm going to kill this. Um, I don't know, we'll find out. But in the meantime, I've changed games. We're going to be playing Between the Stars now. It's a little less pretty, which means that I hope it means that my computer can handle it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know why the computer's having all these issues it is now. It could just be my luck for all I know. I apologize. I am sorry. Hopefully, we can get things figured out and moving again. So, Between the Stars, it is um it's a lot like um Freelancer and those other games, except for you're in a capital ship. You have turrets instead of mounted guns for the most part. Obviously, the Mac cannon always faces forward. It doesn't really matter what kind of ship you're driving. But the there's a lot more focus on bigger vessels, and it to me it's if they were to make a Star Trek game centered in a time of war in the Star Trek universe, I think this is the kind of what it would look like. Um, you are encountering creatures, you're encountering different things, you go on away missions, and it's all controlled by rolls, dice rolls, that determine success fail. So, it is to a certain extent random, but you're fighting your way through this war that's going on basically, and at the same time, you're encountering, these alien artifacts or a disease or what have you, and you and your crew need to band together to do things to succeed. It's a fun little game. We're going to play it for a while. I don't know. It's also, I believe, in early access. So I don't know what the longevity of it is going to be on my stream. I don't know how long before we've exhausted everything that's in it, or before it just becomes very monotonous because they don't have everything implemented. But it's a fun game, interesting story. We're going to start with the prologue and move on from there. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can enjoy it. Hopefully my computer can run it. Hopefully my computer doesn't just say goodbye halfway through. I don't know what's going on. I apologize. I am sorry that this is happening. I don't know. Hopefully we can get it figured out. Anyway, so start campaign. We're going to go with the prologue. I may just have to do some of these games as a series on YouTube. I just won't have the choice to do it manual or on stream because my computer can't handle coding and transmitting at the same time. I hope I can figure out some way to make it work so that I don't have to do it that way, but we'll see. I will be the first to admit that my system is not ideal for what I'm asking it to do. It's a good gaming laptop, but at the time I purchased it, it was not my intent to do this. Yeah! Missiles away! Come on, Nuke, you got this. There we go. Right in the kisser. So that is one thing that I feel this game does beautifully well, is a lot of space games that I know of, you got the laser cannons and stuff, but you don't have much in the way of missiles. Or if you do, it's kind of like in the last game we were playing with I wanted to say Star Citizen, wow. Between the Stars 2, where your missiles are limited and are uber powerful, and so on and so forth. In this game, there are special abilities that launch missiles, in this case, nukes, but there are also turrets you can place that are missile launchers themselves. And they launch missiles and they follow your cursor. And they do some okay damage. Well, that worked well. Yeehaw. I probably should not use nukes that close, but it's fun. Roll for me. There we go. And this is actually where I'm supposed to start using nukes, but I used them early. Whoops. Yeah, lasers. Lasers not good. Actually, this is the prologue, so it's all designed to be educational. And yeah, it's not that bad. The Genesis, which is the ship I'm currently piloting, you find out is like the most advanced ship in the fleet. run by one of the best crews. And the only reason it looks as bad as it does is because of the hell it's been through. Fine, if you want to jump in line, I'll take you out first. Missiles away. Missiles away. Missiles away. How are you still standing? Alright, there we go. So one thing I found with a lot of these games that like to have overheats is if you pulse the gun control, you don't even really have to watch how much it overheats because you just change your speed the speed's not the right word. The rate, the rhythm, the tempo, whatever you want to call it. I guess speed does works too. At which you click the button, in this case, the right mouse button, and you never overheat while at the same time putting down a pretty constant stream of fire. Alright, fine. Okay, you got in the way. So the two abilities I have are, one is the nuke, two special abilities I have. One is the nuke. The other is like an overcharge for my guns, which means that they if they've overheated, they instantly become cooled down, and for a limited amount of time they fire faster. Now at the end of that duration, they go off, they overheat. Period. End of discussion. Come on. I swear I'm better than this. You guys are putting me on the spot. That's what I'm going to say. Woo. Missiles away. I love the missile animations too, how they go up and away from the craft. The only real annoyance with missiles, and also targeting in general, is they don't give you that little reticle when you lock on. Like that, I can scan the ship, it'll tell me its weak points and stuff. So, like I was saying though, there is no way to lock on really. I can scan and get weak points, but there's no way for me to like lock on and then get how far I should lead my target. Though weapons usually fire fast enough that it's pretty easy to walk them up onto your target like you do in real life. The other thing is missiles follow your cursor. So if your cursor stays on the ship you want to blow up, all of the missiles, be them the special ability missiles like the nukes, or the regular missiles that are just launched, will congregate. It's almost like your mouse is a laser pointer. You're lasering the target, and they'll congregate and hit that target. That said, if you take your mouse off, it'll hit whatever it hits. It'll go off into deep space too, and make someone else's day really crappy down the future. So, things to consider. Tassa Stella. That didn't sound good. I also do love how, like on your control panels off to the side here and here, it shows the damage to your ship. You've got the sparking, you've got the smoke, you've got the little puffs, you've got the little sparks that you can hear. It's such a nice touch. Yay, beet soup. I like the controls. Um, the other thing that's nice is the little puffs on the thrusts. You know, like you see in a lot of games these days, a lot of space games these days. It's just so nice to see it. Pretty forgiving with docking. Bring yourself to a stop within the green cone. Stretchy, stretchy. Access points on the space station. So, here's the space station. I am now docked. I can rotate it up and down and left and right. So you can really get a close look. I can zoom in and out with my mouse wheel. They're beautiful models. I really do enjoy what they do. Docks. Commercial zone. Okay, go back. I'm supposed to go to the docks. Okay. Go to the docks. You discover a great commotion around the freighters on the station. When you exit your ship, you hear shouts from all angles and merchants bidding ever increasing numbers over merchandise. You and your crew leave the freighters behind and search for a repair workshop. You find yourself looking at the neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. Look down. Unknown woman. Ouch, that hurt. It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metallic objects of all sorts she had on her as she tries to steady herself. So then I have a couple of choices on what I want to do, what I want to say. Also, these are my crew that are with me. So I've got a couple of engineers, I've got 4 specialists, and 2 scientists. Um, Don't worry. Are you hurt? Susan White. No, it was entirely my fault. Oh, excuse me, Captain. I'm so sorry. My name is Susan. I'm the head of the Pulsar Ship Repair Workshop. What can I do for you? Actually, we were just looking for a repair shop for our ship. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. Susan White. No way! A KP-564SC warship? It's completely totaled. How did you manage to... Susan sighs deeply. All right, we can do it, but it won't be cheap or easy. The repair cost greatly exceeds your credit account. After negotiating, you agree to handle a series of tasks for her in return for repairs. In the meantime, they will give you a completely operational ship. Susan, do you know where we can find the communications room? Susan White. Of course, Captain. There's a transmission bay in the next district over. I can show you the way. Large space stations often have a transmission system highly superior to that of normal ships, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk through the station until reaching the transmission bay, where you encounter two guards. After identifying yourself, you are allowed to enter and spot the transmission crew busily sending coordinates and data to nearby stations. You are granted a terminal in order to send a situation report to the Republic. Perform the transmission. Jane Scott. Captain Scott here. We're transmitting from Atiros Port in Sector Thema 6. Admiral Xiao. Captain Scott, we were expecting your arrival 2 days ago. Explain the situation. Yes, sir. We ran into problems. We were following the trail of a slaver network in the Lithoba 1 sector. We infiltrated their base and secured the intelligence that you requested, but our scientists are still unable to decipher it. During our retreat, we were ambushed by an assault fleet. We thought we had left them behind when we arrived at this sector, but we were intercepted. We finally managed to finish off the enemy ships, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives and the Genesis was practically destroyed. Admiral Xiao. I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. We'll give them the send-off they deserve. What is the current situation of the Genesis? Status, of the Genesis. Our ship is damaged. Currently, it is inoperable. As soon as it's repaired, we'll return to the headquarters for the Stellar Summit. Admiral Xiao is one of the most experienced captains of the Republic. Your presence is requested as head escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body of the galaxy shall be present, and will set aside their differences in favor of a new era of peace and prosperity. Don't worry, Admiral. We'll arrive before the visit starts. That doesn't sound right to me, which is why I was having troubles with it, but okay. So now I go to the commercial district, which is this glowy bit in the middle. And so in the commercial district, you can do a bunch of different things. You can repair your ship normally. Obviously, because this is the prologue, there's story stuff involved in that. But normally, I could just repair 5%, 20%, or 100% of the damage. Or of my health in damage, I think is how it works. Prison. Here you can turn in your prisoners and return for rewards. These change depending on what stations you're on. Sometimes they'll be hiring for crew members. Sometimes it'll be contracts, like you see here, for taking missions. Sometimes it'll be a store. There will be 2 of them, but it could be any number of, I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember what they all are. The stash, your generic storage. Um, Systems. This is the systems on board the ship. I have a mine layer? Huh. EMP, optical camouflage, nuclear missile, that's one I like, and burst. So, I can swap out, the shotgun for the light cannon of the Republic or whatever I want to do. Laser interceptor. Oh, that's the mine launcher. Departments. So I've got my engineering, my scrapping, my sick bay, and my research lab. Sick bay allows me to heal. Research lab allows me to research things. Scrap bay allows me to scrap things. Scrap bay on this ship is ridiculous. Things don't scrap that fast normally. And then engineering allows me to build things. Crew members, so my captain, my character. And then as time goes on, well, I can actually level up right now. Charisma. Let's upgrade in charisma. I will be creating a new character when the prologue's done, so I'm not really putting that much effort into, what I actually want to do. But anyway, so, I can go through my crew. It gives me information about my crew without any diseases. I can dismiss crew, usually. Ooh, this guy's got to level up too. So, medical reduces healing time by 2%. Heal up to level 2. Reduces investigation time by 5%. Investigate up to level 5. Shield resistance, shield regeneration. Those are what scientists have. The specialists have projectile weapon damage and cadence from projectile weapons and energy weapons. So you can either go the energy weapon route or the projectile weapon route, or a little bit of both. And then salvaging, which is what I did at the end of the battle, where you click on the enemy ships and you get goodies from them. Engineers have salvaging as well. Oh no, scrapping. Oh, did I read this wrong? So salvaging increases the likelihood of better rewards, loot and stuff. Scrapping reduces scrapping time, okay, and increases material gain. I stand corrected. Then systems upgrades ship's global systems, increases the ship's movement and hull. And then crafting reduces crafting time, increases crafting skill, and craft level. So yeah, that's this. So they want me to pick up this mission. Now that goes away. Abandon the station. I think it should say leave, not abandoned, but. So the red ball is always get out of whatever place you're at. I find it interesting how she mentions organic space law. Is there a different space law for, say, inorganics? This game does not have any ammo requirements. There is no such thing as restocking ammo. It's assuming you have the ammo. There are recharges on your bigger abilities, though, like the nuclear missile. In real life, you could launch them all. In this game, you have to wait for one to recharge. So basically, you have your choice of you can launch nukes all you want until you run out, or you have an unlimited number of nukes, but you can only launch them one at a time. All right, I'm done. Speed us on our way. All right, I need to do an adjustment. To arms! Oops. What does this button do? Ooh, I disappeared. So spacebar is like booster thrusters. No fair. And yeah, I am just kind of hitting random buttons. So in the bottom left, you have your health and your shields. The ship's health is the green, basically, bar in the middle. As you take damage, it depletes. The shield health is the lines on the outside. There is shield health for each major direction. Yeah. I gotta say, that Maya unit is awfully aggressive for a robot. So then this, once again, like I was saying earlier, is salvaging. I do also like how it shows damage done to your vessel. You got all these sparks and these little flame bits falling away. Eventually, you'd run out of ship to flake off and burn away, but in the meantime, it's kind of a cool effect. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it, you find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what were once their crew. After some time searching the corridors, you come to a passageway with two possible paths. Let's go right. Your crew and you advance through the corridors you've chosen. The further into the ship you go, the more you feel you are not alone. After a while, you reach another crossway. Go right again. As long as you keep going the same direction, you'll eventually get through the whole thing, right? That's how this works. After walking in circles, you arrive at a hallway with a bay door that opens in front of you. Through the bay door, and still within the darkness, you are able to make out a faint light. Let's enter. As soon as you enter, the bay doors close and the lights turn on. At the end of the room, you see the raw protonite shipment stacked in rows that emit rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's Maya system. Intruders detected in the loading bay. Activating security protocol. Opening evacuation bay doors. Halt, we are the crew of the Genesis of the Republic. The AI waits for a few seconds and begins to speak again. Opening suspended. Validating credentials. Error. They are intruders. I demand to speak with the captain immediately. So then this is the dice system. I roll the dice. And one of them has to get the 6 or above. Your charisma level allows you to succeed. Captain, intruders in the docking bay wish to speak with you. After a few moments in silence, the system speaks again. I'm afraid the captain has been indisposed. Temporary register error E2J seconds since a plasma ray impact against the command bridge. He is assuredly in the restroom. Establishing analysis. Probability of intruders not being identified as intruders 100%. The bay doors begin to open and the crew and you grab hold onto what you can. The force of the vacuum pulls you forcefully towards them. Okay, then we are intruders. Maya system. 0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders. Estimating analysis error. The AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. Only someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. If the intruder claims it's an intruder, probably protocol incompatible. As it exclaims different errors, you hear the voice shut down due to logic error. The bay doors close. You are now out of danger. Remind me to never upset our Maya. You load the chests of protonite on the ship and you look for a registry of what could have happened. The engineers search through the few working terminals left, but all data appears to be corrupt. You make a security copy to be able to study it later. Raw protonite. Accept. Yawn, yawn. Why doth you stop? Go faster. Go to the docks to meet up with Susan White. Yeah. Yeah, I'm one heck of a pilot, aren't I? Meet up with Susan White at the docks. After arriving at the station, you go to the docking port where your ship is located. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes out to meet you. Susan White. You're back. Have you found anything? Susan looks at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. We found the freighter, but there weren't any survivors. Susan looks shocked by the news. After a few seconds, she recovers and begins to speak. That can't be. I've known the pilot ever since we were kids. Where were you able to recover the cargo? Yes, we were able to recover it. Well, at least there's some good news. Our crew is currently working heavily on the repairs. Since you need the ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us. Could you process the protonite slabs and fabricate a new ion reactor? Of course, we'll get right on it. So we open up our inventory, which we can do anywhere. We go to system, departments is what we actually want. Go to scrap, protonite. I'm going to scrap the other stuff while I'm here. Then we go to the build, and we go to ion reactor. I'm going to build that. Just one moment. Sorry about that, I needed to blow my nose. Susan examines the ion reactor closely. An excellent job. With this, we'll have everything we need to finish the repairs. I have another favor to ask of you while we finish things up. Speak with me when you are ready to go. Of course. So we're going to go back to the station and we're going to repair. The inspection. We've stopped receiving protonite shipments. After the attack on the freighter, we can't guarantee the commercial route security. Excuse me, dang it. Commercial route security to the mining stations in the sector. Inspect Howard Huggins. Inspector Howard Huggins must fill out his forms immediately. Transport him and evaluate the station's status. Accept contract. Dock 10 is my exit. You good sir are wearing breeches too big for yourself, I think. Whoa. I'm glad this game's running okay. I was a little concerned. Oh, shoot. None of my audio has been getting through. I turned it off, damn it. Ay, ay, ay. It's not one thing, it's another. There we go. Hopefully now you can hear something. I'm sorry about that. Damn it.
What the hell? These transport ships are not ours.
It seems they found a more interesting intermediary than your company, Mr. Huggins.
This can't be. We have to register this immediately.
So photo mode. Why this has a photo mode? I mean, it is a very beautiful game, but I think it's a bit extreme to have actually require me to take a picture. Exposure. Huh. Field of view. Oh, zoom in, zoom out. Got it. Take picture. Back. Exit. There we go.
When the foreman finds out, heads will roll.
Kind of a bizarre little ship.
Captain, we have to go back to the station now.
What happened?
I forgot my lunch.
Mr. Huggins.
False alarm, I found it.
Whoops. I forgot that they're reversed.
Captain, there's no sign of activity on the station.
It looks completely abandoned. We should dock and discover what's going on here.
I'll stay on the ship. covering your backs.
Coward. Alright, so then we go. Shadowy ruined entrance gives way to an abandoned station. The dock bay doors open, and the captain and her crew arrive to a large reception hall. It currently only has emergency lights on to show the remains of broken furniture strewn around the floor, forming large mounds of rubble. We need to reactivate the generators. You search the chamber for an energy terminal to reboot the systems. After a few moments, you find a room that contains generators. Juliana Gnomes, head of the engineering team. Captain, we've detected an anomaly in the generators. We could use the remains of one of the destroyed machines to make them work again. Go ahead, try it. It's an easier check at +3 instead of 6. So I need to get 3 or more. 3 or more. There's the 5 and a 6. Your crew system upgrade level allows you to succeed. The team analyzes the damage with minute care and prepares a temporary solution. A few minutes later, construction and apparatus that allows the energy flow to temporarily function. Great job, team. Let's continue. With lights on, you can see the destruction in the chamber much better. A dust cloud envelops the area. Among the remains of the rubble, you can see buried human remains. You continue through the chamber when suddenly you hear one of the bodies start breathing. Let's help him. Upon digging out the body, you find the crewman is still alive. Badly wounded man. They came. We resisted. The man moves his arm slowly and pulls out an ID card. He hands it to you and the light fades from his eyes. Rest. We need to find out what happened here. You advance through one of the hallways. On the walls you can see scratch marks and blood. You reach a completely sealed bay door. Next to it you can see a small keycard reader. Team, can you try to hack the terminal? 7+. So I've got 3 chances to get the 7 or higher. I did not. Your engineering team gets to work and starts manipulating the terminal. A few minutes later, you hear the electric sound, and the alarm begins to sound. Alert, alert, code 94. Intruder detected. Send a defense unit. The door swings open, allowing you to see a long hallway dimly lit red by the alarm lights. Among the screeching of the alarm, you hear the sounds of something advancing. Crewmen take defensive positions. Combat. So, rusty defense bots and automated turrets. This is their dice, this is my dice. We roll. I get an attack, he gets nothing. So, resolve the roll. Roll dice. I get shields, he gets nothing. So that adds, it's like adding a +1 health to those characters. I get a bunch of attack. He has the rusty defense bot, which does no attack. Now I could also use like the Republic pistol. 1 attack costs 1 of these points. But I'm just going to resolve this because I just have to do 1 of the 8 damage I did. That was the last one. Your crewmen take position and prepare to open fire from the end of the hallway. 2 fairly disused and broken turrets float into view. They begin to fire. After a few minutes of crossfire, you are able to take them out. Let's continue our advance. You advance through the hallway and search the different rooms that you find. You arrive at the bridge, where the log of recent dockings or events must be. The large computer that occupied the room is completely destroyed. You continue advancing throughout the small chambers without any luck finding anyone, nor clues as to what could have happened. In one of the workshops, you find plans for a weapon prototype. Maybe your engineers could make use of them. Let's leave this station. There's nothing left to see.
So?
We've looked over the station. There are no survivors.
But this can't be happening.
We have to inspect the last station.
I think I've had enough. We should head back.
This oversteps your jurisdiction, Mr. Huggins. You can come with us, or you can stay here. You decide.
This is an outrage. You guys are kidnapping me.
Preparing the jettison hatch for immediate exit.
All right, fine. I'll go with you.
Well, that's one way to end a conversation. I must have gotten too close to something. Barrel roll. Now there's a trick. You finally arrive at the last station. After hearing Inspector Huggins' complaints the entire time, you can't wait to finish the mission. Everything looks calm on the station when suddenly a group of ships appear in the area. They are pirate ships. You recognize Plio's emblem on their hulls. Maybe they want revenge. There's no time to lose. You order the crew to prepare to defend the station. Everyone to your posts.
Captain, the station is under attack.
I told you we should have gone back. We could still turn the ship around.
Control yourself, Mr. Huggins. We won't abandon any innocents. Crew, stay alert. We'll hold off the enemy attack.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeehaw. Uh-oh. Hit him, thank you. For a second there, my cursor slid off the enemy pirate vessel and onto the station, with the nuke still tracking it. That was almost really bad. we go. After the skirmish, the mining station's director thanks you. Thanks, Captain. Those pirates appeared out of nowhere. They wanted to keep our protonite extraction. We're lucky you arrived when you did. You're safe now. Are these attacks normal? The director responds in a nervous tone. No, this area is usually very peaceful. But the past few days there have been a few skirmishes between pirates and trade ships. But this exceeds any other incident we've had to date. Do you have any information that could be deemed useful? You ask the director if he has any relevant information that could shed some light on the pirates' intentions. He responds, I have no idea what they could want besides our protonite. Although an attack of this scale, it just isn't logical. Oh, wait a moment. The director disappears from the visor, only to return a short time later. I've been informed that we've recovered an encrypted transmission on one of the ships. Maybe it'll help you. Thank you, Chief.
Captain, the corrupt transmission corresponds to the rest of the data patterns.
Is it possible to begin an investigation, Crewman Burton?
The science team currently believes we have enough data to decode everything. We will begin right away.
Understood.
Remember always to salvage your... to pick up after yourself. In this case, salvage your junk. Alright, so Departments, Research Lab, Corrupt Data, Pulse Mines, Rocket Launching System. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I will be right back. we're back. Sorry about that. The pup needed to go out. Hey, but I remembered to turn off the intermission button.
I think I need a vacation.
One small little feature that kind of bugs me is this FTL drive. To activate it, you hit the button and then it's a slow buildup of sound, which I understand, but it's slow enough that, at least for me, why does it keep bringing me out? It's slow enough that, for me at least, I question whether or not I actually hit the button initially. It's like, wait, did I hit anything? Oh, there's the sound.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Little puffs of the maneuvering thrusters are a little disconcerting. Bring ourselves to a stop within the green cone. Let autopilot, or auto dock in this case, deal with the rest. Pulsar ship repair. Once back on the station, Howard says his goodbyes with few words and he leaves the group. Susan comes up to you with a more cheerful demeanor. Not that hard. You're finally back. Inspector Higgins looked a bit out of place. Did everything go well? It's best not to ask. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Susan looks away a few seconds, but recomposes herself and resumes the chat rapidly. Excuse me. In any case, we have good news. It was tough, but your ship's repairs have been completed. I guess this is goodbye. Don't be strangers and come visit us if you're ever back in this sector. Of course, we'll see each other again.
Captain, our scanners detect multiple signals in the area. Maybe we should investigate them before warping to Tacit Stella. Perhaps someone needs our help.
This is where the Star Trekian aspect of it appears to me. You know, I've got this mission to warp to this sector for the summit, but I've also got these. Well, there's a distress signal over there, and it's suspicious activity in front of us that I can look into. And I don't know, this seems very Star Trekian to me. You spot a group of unknown ships. After attempting to contact them a few times for them to identify themselves, they activate their shields and weapon systems. They are preparing to attack. They leave us no other choice.
Activate the weapons. All crew to battle stations.
Missiles away!
Soon, you'll be nothing but space ash.
I'll make sure to end you quickly.
Did I get him? I guess I got him. Salvage. Salvage. So there is this like turret view. There's also this like forward-facing gimbaled guns kind of view, I guess. I'd call them gimbaled guns. Let's go to this distress signal, see what we got going on. Boldly going where no man has gone before. And yes, the mouth is running. Transmission from a civilian ship interrupts an otherwise tranquil voyage. Captain, thank goodness you've arrived. A terrible disease has spread throughout the crew of my ship, and some of its passengers as well. Sadly, we don't have a medic on the ship. It could be quite serious. I'm sorry to hear that. Have there been any casualties? Yes, Captain, at least 20% of the crew have died. We don't have much time left. Oh no, Jimmy! Oh God! His head is inflating, Captain! It'll explode any minute now. We need a doctor urgently. Hold on, we'll send our scientists to your aid. Well, we'll go search for help. So I have 2 chances to get higher than a 7. Roll dice. And I got a 9 and a 6. Your crew's medical level allows you to succeed. Your scientists arrive on the ship and quickly run diagnostics and multiple tests. After a little over an hour, it appears they've detected the source of the infection. Captain, it seems that this is due to a fungus found on the planet that you've arrived from. Upon subjecting yourselves to the chemical processes of atmospheric exit, it mutates and can cause completely unexpected effects on humans. Luckily, we have the products needed to neutralize the effects in the laboratory. Whatever. After a few hours, everyone's symptoms have died down. Well done, crew. So now let us go to Tacit Stella. Tacit Stella. Away we go.
Captain,
That's so
the
cool.
investigation has finished. We've been able to restore the transmission we picked up in the slavers' headquarters. I think you need to hear this immediately.
Nartos, Fleet Admiral of the Children of the Sun here. Situation report, Commander.
Commander Explio from Lithobia 1 here. All preparations are complete as per your orders.
Perfect. The Galactic Summit is nearly upon us. The wrath of the Children of the Sun shall fall upon the Interstellar Republic.
I can't believe it. We have to relay this as soon as possible.
Understood, Admiral. Although there's something that worries us. A captain of the Republic is snooping around the sector. We followed him after his warp jump, but he destroyed our ships.
Take care of him as soon as possible. Now is the time for us to control the mining and commerce network. Send a pirate fleet and make sure that the protonite mining stations are under our control and that none of the Republic stations are supplied. Break their will, and if necessary, kill them all. May the sun light your way, Commander.
We'll keelhaul them all! Explio out!
We'll kill all them all. Uh, voice acting could use a little work. It's fun though.
We welcome you, captains. The reception is awaiting you on the docks. All representatives and diplomats shall be escorted to the Senate chambers, where the summit shall begin.
I don't think we'll be having that summit, Admiral Xiao. The Children of the Sun no longer receive orders from the Interstellar Republic.
What is the meaning of this, Nardos?
For centuries, the Children of the Sun have been subjected to the whims of the Republic. That time has come to its end. We order your retreat and complete demilitarization of your strategic points across the universe.
We've looked out for the security and common interests of the universe for hundreds of years. We won't cave into the scare tactics of a few bloodthirsty savages.
Just a few, Admiral? We've been complacent for too long, but that's over now. The Children of the Sun will no longer be led by an unworthy puppeteer. It's time to cut those cables and strangle their detractors with them to the last.
Admiral, this is high treason. Opposition to the Republic like this means a death penalty to anyone who supports your rebellion.
Negotiations have ended, Xiao. Surrender or die.
Nardos, be reasonable. This means war on a universal scale. Millions will die.
The decision has been made, Xiao. May the sun light your way, Admiral.
Well, at least he's being respectful to his enemy. I mean, so often those things seem to end with, like, curses and stuff. And instead he's actually, like, wishing him the best of luck to a certain extent with the whole, may the sun light your way. I mean, it's what he said to his allies as well.
The Children of the Sun are attacking the headquarters.
Die? You can die now. There we go. What did I do to deserve being lasered? Oh yeah, I just killed one of you guys. Missiles away! Bye-bye! Proto-Lounds. I love, though, how cinematic this just all looks. Just so beautiful. Whoops. Oh, all stop is the middle mouse button. Got it. What happened to all my other abilities? Another one's gone, another one's gone, another one bites dust. Just love how epic this game looks. There we go. I should probably be more respectful. One of the things I really believe strongly in, especially with these types of, well, with gaming in general, kind of, is while it's fun to play the bad guy sometimes, I never feel quite comfortable playing the bad guy in his entirety. Because especially in games that let you decide. I mean, it's one thing like with the Evil Genius or Overlords where it's the whole point of the game. But in games that let you decide kind of how you play, I prefer to play the good guy because of kind of the thought of, you know, the true test of a man or of an individual is what they do when no one will know what they've done. And you know, what if by some strange occurrence,
The chances of the station resisting this attack are 0.057%.
by some strange occurrence, what if this is real? And I am legitimately playing into this world. You know, how would I like to be remembered? Missile away. Bye-bye. I like nukes. I know, after everything I just said about honoring and, you know, who I'd want to be and stuff, I follow it up with, I like nukes. Oh well. Missile away. Come on. Missile away. I love just how epic this looks, though. Shoot, I thought that had recharged. There we go. Bye-bye. How many guys got caught up in that? will say, if you want ship combat, this is one way to get the fix. Doing pretty good, all things considered. I mean, at the end of the day, this is kind of a losing battle, and that's the whole point of the prologue, but I'm feeling pretty good about what I've achieved. Yeah, meet my missile. Come on, there we go. Stay on target. You gotta wonder though, are these ships really just crewed by a handful of people? Is it like, is automation really that far along? Or is that only your bridge crew? Because if it's one, then you're looking at the loss of like, I don't know, between both sides, probably like 50 or 60 people. Well, there's probably still engineers and stuff no matter what, so you're probably looking at each ship being 50 or 60 people. Or is it, you know, the hundreds that it is in today's ships? Sorry, I'm focusing. Which means my mouth gets shut. I can actually feel myself chew it, or notice myself chewing on my tongue. As I'm trying to focus. Dang it. I was really hoping that would do it.
Captain, our shields have been damaged. We won't hold out much longer.
Is that why this is taking forever? My shields aren't dying? I'm too good?
Our shields have fallen. Captain, the headquarters is at a breaking point.
Structural damage to the headquarters rising. Explosion imminent.
The armor around one of our engines has been destroyed.
The space station has been destroyed.
This can't be. You'll pay for this. You hear me? You will pay I'll get you if I have to follow you to the end of the universe.
Captain, snap out of it. We need you more than ever now.
Missile away. Come on. Hit, damn you. I bet I lost it. Come on. I realized I went from like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other things going on, and pay attention to this, and you remember your energy, and da-da-da-da-da, to, come on, you can do it, damn it! Hit, strike him down! Oh well. Incoherent babble speak. This is actually working pretty good. And this was that pulsing your weapons technique. I do it on a lot of space games. As a whole. Just change the rate at which you click and hold. I do it on a lot of games where there are cooldowns. I think this is the big baddie ship, so. I almost flew directly into the space station.
Captain, there's a fire in the reactor room!
Burton? Burton! Answer, damn it! Bastard, you won't finish us off.
Captain, lost the propulsion engine.
One tough bugger.
Never get away with this, Stardust. The Republic will prevail.
Captain, Admiral Shiar's ship has been destroyed.
Admiral! To all captains, focus fire on Narco's ship. She can't be allowed to leave here alive!
Heavy damage to the ship. Status critical.
Missile, come on. I need my nuke. Missile away. There it is. So epic.
Captain, engineering workshop has suffered a massive breach.
Alert. Alert. Decompression imminent.
Remember, Diaz, leave the room immediately. That's an order.
Sorry, Captain. It's too late. I have to close the doors to avoid the entire ship's decompression.
Don't do that, do you hear me? I forbid the closing of those bay doors!
Manual lock activated. Closing bay doors.
It's been an honor.
gotta be honest with you, something that could take, what, 3-4 nukes now? Holy crapola. Is that a strong ship? You know? Just, oh my goodness. Not that this ship is any less impressive with how much beating it's taken. Okay. Come on. Ramming is a valid tactic, I believe. There we go. Yeah, that was not good. Reverse! I think that defend the headquarters thing is sad.
Mine, redirect all power flow to the cannon.
Change in security protocol requested. Confirmation required.
Captain James Scott of the Interstellar Republic, ID 4128C. Deactivate protection protocols.
Crew security protocols have been deactivated. Captain, the systems will not support the overcharge. The probability of death is 100%.
We cannot allow the children of the sun to get away with this. My full power.
Yes, Captain. Life support offline. Defense systems offline. Redirecting power. Power at 110%. 250%. 500%. 1000%.
Boom.
For the Republic!
And I have seen the sun.
My situation analysis.
Systems completely destroyed. Crew dead.
I see. So this is it, right?
MAR system. Protocol error. Damage.
Easy. I'm here with you. Rest, Mai. Rest.
It's kind of sad. that is the prologue, ladies and gentlemen. So I am being informed on my phone that the dog needs to go out again. So I'm going to take a quick bio break, get some more water. Excuse me. Get some more water and take care of the dog. And we'll come back into this and start her up. Hopefully. That's the plan, at least. We'll go beyond the prologue. That's the word I was looking for. All that was coming to my head was prelude. And we will actually do the game. So I'll be right back. And we're back. I apologize for that. I am really sorry. Dink, dink. There we go. Alright. Start campaign. I'm gonna go back real quick, see what settings have to say. Game settings. Just curious. Alright. Game mode. I'm gonna have it on normal, not permadeath. I don't plan on save scumming or loading saves up unless I die. Good things happen to me, great. Bad things happen to me, crap. Difficulty, I'm gonna go with the standard, so normal. Dice rolls. If you deactivate the dice rolls, there will not be any rolling in the events. This can be modified during the game. I like the dice rolls. I like the variety it provides. Dice combat, same thing. There'll be no crew-based combat dice rolls. I like the variety. Negative attribute effects. Deactivating this option will ensure that negative attributes will have no effects. This can be modified during the game. You know, once again, I kind of... If I'm going to have the good, I should probably have the bad. And, you know, it changes it up. You know, if I'm tired or I'm infected with a disease or something. Alright. Mercury Thalloum. The Mercury Thalloum is a small cruiser-class ship. The engineers at Mercury, in charge of its development, achieved great agility and acceleration by reducing the Thalloum's hull armor and offensive capabilities. Besides being quick and agile, the Thalloum has superior grade shields, which tend to be found on more advanced ships. So we got our specs here. I do apologize, I am eating. I'm starting to get the shakes. I haven't eaten at all today, I realized. So, in order to calm the shakes until I can actually get a real meal in me, I'm having a couple of rolls. So, I'll try and keep the munching noises to a minimum. I'll try and keep the full mouths and the garbleness to a minimum, but we'll kind of see what happens. So there's two sets of armament that I can have. Light cannons and heavy cannons, or looks like just missiles all the way. Next we've got the Infinite Asteral. One moment. The Infinite Asteral is a C-class cruiser, normally used to transport medium loads in hazardous areas. Its 9 engines are able to provide a good acceleration despite the mass of the ship and its cargo. This is an old model, but today is still widely used. Some pirates take advantage of its size to modify the ship, adding more weaponry. Once again, we've got missiles or turrets. I can choose my loadout. They've also got special abilities. This one's special ability is Transfusion. Distributes energy between shields, activating them if necessary. So, brings the shields back online all of a sudden. Ice Guy's special ability is Burst. For a short time, the weapons fire at high speed without consuming energy. And at the end of it, you're at full energy consumption. Cosmos Transporter. The Cosmos Transporter is a C-class stellar cruiser known for its versatility and its balance. It reduces fabrication cost. Its reduced fabrication cost makes it one of the most common Republic fleet ships. It also offers a wide array of space for its crew as well as its cargo. Among its flaws are its poor agility and its low acceleration capabilities. So once again, turrets or missiles. I am not an agile player, I am a tanky player, though I do like the shields. Once the shields go down, you die quick. This thing has no agility. Although, 60 to 80, it's not that big a jump. I like shields because I don't have to pay to repair them. I'm going to go with this guy. Plus, I like the special ability burst. Blue is my color. Fire King. Let's go with Shadow Wolf. Yeah. So, what do we got for emblems here? Stars. That thingy. Missile. I kind of like that. That's piratey. I just don't want to be piratey. I don't know, I'd almost call it communism-ish. And that reminds me of Japan. So, that leaves me with this guy, which is kind of your universal ta-da. I mean, no offense, too. Japan is fine. Communism is communism. We're not going to go there. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm too much of an American, I guess. So, male or female? Anna. Alexander. Whoa, I glitched my computer there. Oh. Interesting. So I can't even choose any of these. Veteran, Scavenger, Trigger Happy, shoots faster but with less accuracy. Increases the reload. Wow. Hello? There we go. I think we'll go with him. Born in a humble family, he was always characterized by being quite restless and nervous. During his teens, his parents died in a tragic accident and he was adopted by the Republic in a program to train homeless children as future soldiers. That doesn't sound questionable at all. Serving for the fleet at the Battle of Kutsushi, the ship that he served on was destroyed because of a fault in the automatic reloading weapons. Fortunately, he escaped in an escape pod, but many comrades died. As captain, he had a situation of extreme emergency when his ship was rendered useless in the middle of space. Only the fortune made that they crossed with an old abandoned ship and could return home using pieces taken advantage of. I think there's something wrong with that sentence. I like having hair. We're gonna give the guy some hair. Oh, shiny. That looks so creepy. Give him a beard. don't even know what this is doing to his face. I just know he looks bug-eyed a little bit. Increase his height. Decrease the weight a little bit. Ah, interesting. Right down the middle. Eyes. Ooh, gold. I like that. We'll go with that. I'm just gonna leave all this right down the middle. I don't really want to have to play around with it too much. So, what should we name our captain? Suppose we should have named this ship actually the Cracked Citadel. I'm gonna give him A-D-L-E. C-I-T-A-D-L-E. There we go. D-L-E-L-L-E. E-L-L-E. Why is my brain not working at all today? E-L. Wow, I feel... I'm just gonna leave that sentence unfinished. Why don't we go with Carl Citadel? Keeps the initials CC. Kind of like that, actually. It's kind of weird, but I like it. Weird is my middle name. What does this button do? Does it randomize things? I don't know. Well, we will finalize. And shoot for the stars. And now the game loads. Sorry, I'm getting a bite to eat while things are loading. As I have made clear, my computer hates loading screens.
Captain, we're in the sectors adjacent to Tacit Stella. The War Council will not be held for another 2 days.
Understood, May. We'll take advantage of the downtime to supply our ship and patrol the area. Input coordinates to the nearest space station.
No need, Captain. Our power levels will let us fly for at least another 2 weeks.
We've spoken about this, May. The crew is exhausted. They've been eating nothing but synthetic proteins for a month. They need a breather.
Aye, Captain. Coordinates set.
Someone's a little, selfish? Self-centered, maybe? A main computer that does not recognize the needs of its organic crew concerns me. Let's check out some of the suspicious activity before we take a break, though. So now, obviously, I'm in a different crew. I am a different person, so this is my new crew. Wolfgang, Arena, Alan, Fatuo, Kazu, Maria. As soon as you arrive in the area, you can distinguish a merchant freighter surrounded by a few pirate ships. Everything indicates that the distress signal comes from him. Without having much time to think, they start to open fire against the merchant freighter. We must help them.
Activate the shields! All hands to battle stations!
But you can see I don't put out nearly as much firepower as the Genesis did. I don't have to worry about overheating as much either, because guess what? My guns don't use that much energy. Come here, you little bugger. Oh, I took some damage. That's unfortunate.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed!
Why won't you shoot? There we go. Come on, you little bugger. Yeah, all I'm gonna do is shoot my ally. And that's with my special ability engaged. Come on, computer, you can do this. Come on. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention to my heat. You know, I was thinking about it just now. I made the statement about walking up the target like you'd have to do in real life.
Target's neutralized, crew. We're out of danger.
Captain of the freighter. Thank you very much, Captain. We thought that this was the end. The ships ambushed us near the zone. We tried to flee, but they hunted us down. I don't want to know what would have happened if you hadn't come to our aid. Maybe a part of your cargo as payment is a fair gesture of gratitude? No, it's our duty. Besides, I can take stuff. Just 1 second, I'll be with you guys. Sorry about that. It's kind of a weird day here. I apologize. So we go here. We go to departments. Scrap. Scrap that. Scrap that. Research. Well, research that apparently. So as you can tell, things take longer now that you're not on like the ship of the line. Do I not have the required parts? Apparently not. Well, fudge. Systems. I don't have any. Healing, bulletproof vest. I thought I had armament. Am I not capable of... Fascinating. Oh, I'm researching it. Got it. I can't use it because I'm researching it. So one of my crew is banged up. So I go to the med bay. Drag him in there. Now he'll heal. Took a bit of a beating on that. Suspicious activity. Suspicious activity. Away we go. Watch, I get attacked and die right now. Okay, we still got a ways to go. Why did you bring us out here? I love the way the engines look. The other thing too is like with the Genesis. Oh. There we go.
Activate the weapons! All crew to battle stations!
They have reverse thrusters on it. And like this ship too, I think has some major reverse thrusters. It's not like other spaceships, like the Millennium Falcon, let's say. You know how it goes forward. It's quite easy to tell. You don't quite figure out how it goes backwards, because it doesn't have much in the way of thrust back there. These ships actually, a lot of them, have thrusters in the front. I miss my tactical nuke. But this is the nature of things. Until I get better weapons. Come on, you little bugger. Go down. Thank you.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
A lot slower rate of fire and a lot less damage. Don't you think? Genesis was a beautiful ship. on, you little bugger. There we go. Okay.
Excellent work, team. Are you all okay?
So the plan has changed. Now that I'm at 7% health, we are going to town. And by town, I mean spaceport. Let's check and see where we're at. So the shield generator's done, so we'll put that in. Or not generator, reactor. Not a shield generator. Got more to salvage. Nothing new to research. Do. Shotgun, cannon, guided missile, light guided missile, hull. Oh, you won't let me build? Alright, well. So, some things just came up on my messages. And unfortunately, this is where we're probably going to leave it for today. I'm going to get to the shipyard, and then I will be calling it a night. I apologize. I didn't expect to be getting off so quick.
Control tower, we request permission to dock.
Welcome, Captain. Dock with the assigned bay crews.
Hopefully I will be back on tomorrow. And hopefully we can continue our adventures. I'm sorry that the original plan didn't come to fruition. I am on fire. That is not healthy. That is so cool. Hangar, commercial zone, arcade. Yeah, there we go. Fully repaired. Contracts. Killing time. Alright, so we're going to call it here. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I am sorry that it didn't quite go according to plan. Hopefully, like I said, things will work out better next time. I am sorry. I appreciate you sticking with me. I appreciate you giving me a chance. Lots of things are in the works right now in my life. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will be able to get everything set up the way I want it, get lighting, get a camera set up, get a new computer that runs stuff better, and we can throw a lot of these bugs away, and I can stop apologizing for them. So, hopefully everyone has a safe time, has a safe journey, has a safe couple of days. Stay safe out there if you haven't gotten the message. And if I don't see you sooner,